Well, today's video, I don't know much about this topic. It's the TWA Flight 800. Was it a crash? I can't talk. Was it a crash or was it a missile attack? I know nothing about this one. I don't remember ever hearing about it. I mean, so let's just dive into it. What happened? On the 17th of July, 1996, near Sunset, Trans World Airlines Flight 800 took off from JFK Airport heading to Paris, France. 230 people flew on the Boeing 747-131 jetliner that day. After only about 11 minutes into the fateful flight, the plane was flying at a 13,700 feet above sea level, which is lower than planes usually fly at that point in flight. I have no idea what flight they take. I don't trust planes. Too much shit goes on in planes. TWA 800 had delayed gaining altitude in order for another jetliner to descend. 11 minutes into the flight, TWA 800 was south of Long Island, New York, over the Atlantic Ocean. Another reason I'm not going on a plane. Definitely not going over no fucking ocean. Right when TWA 800 gained clearance to climb and reach their cruising altitude, disaster struck. The plane seemed to explode without warning. Kerosene was dumped from the tanks at the center and wings, and it vaporized in the air and then ignited. The ensuing fireball was seen all along Long Island, and so was sections of the plane falling into the water. Why was it strange? Right after the crash, there were eyewitnesses who were interviewed for TV and radio. They reported that they had seen something odd right before the plane exploded. They said that there had been something in the air flying toward the plane, a bright object that had turned mid-air as it got close. They said that it moved horizontally as well as vertically. The fact that it was seen so clearly by so many people on the ground from different directions meant that the object had to have been near the plane and not a case of an optical illusion. It wasn't only eyewitnesses who claimed to see something strange in the sky, however. Other pilots flying at the same time said that they had seen something near the plane, a bright light, right before it exploded. The plane seemed to have been shot down. The FBI actually interviewed 154 witnesses that they considered to be credible. Who's credible? Who all said that they had seen what looked like a missile flying through the sky toward the plane right before it blew up. These people were school teachers, scientists, business executives, and Army personnel, and were considered to be able to be trusted in their opinions. The government seemed to want to keep people from looking too closely at the debris. We've seen that before with UFOs. Roswell. This also is said to point to a cover-up. There was information leaked by the Navy and the FBI. And the FBI that seemed to imply that there was something dangerous on board TWA 800, something of a biological nature, that could be seriously risky for anyone to interact with. People reported seeing soldiers in biosuits walking along the Long Island beaches near the crash site. Officials claimed that there was no explosive residue found in the debris, but that was later said to be false information, and that the truth was being concealed by the public. Some people believed that it was simply a test missile gone wrong, but eventually it was revealed that they had found explosive residue in the debris and that the missile had been live, not a dummy warhead at all. The official story decided on by the government to explain the plane's crash was that the fuel vapors in the fuel tank at the center of the plane exploded suddenly, which blew off the nose of the plane. They say that the plane then kept climbing and that it was the plane's climb that people saw and mistook for a missile in the air. They say that the plane then exploded and fell into the water. Skeptics do not believe this story. I mean, hell, I don't believe this story, and I didn't know anything about this. I was 13 years old when this happened. I don't believe their story. I think it's bullshit. Okay. The official story doesn't line up with what many eyewitnesses, about 200 people, say they witnessed. It would require that every person who claimed to have seen something other than that story had been mistaken, that they had mistaken a plane climbing by itself in the air for a missile heading towards a plane. Another reason why skeptics disbelieve the story is that they say that a 740, official story is that they say that a 747 without a nose could not stay in stable flight long enough to make a climb the way the government said it did. And proponents of the story say this has been proven to be false by calculations and model simulations. People are also skeptical of the story because of the strange involvement of the Navy with the proceedings. As soon as the crash occurred, the Navy sent in its best deep-sea salvage vessels to the crash site. They took over the salvage, kicking out the New York Police Department divers that were already there and who had jurisdiction. Soldiers swept the beaches while the Navy searched the bottom of the ocean in an area that is half the size of Rhode Island. The Navy explained its extensive involvement by saying that they couldn't find the flight recorders, also known as black boxes, even though there were many private boat owners in the area saying that their sonar and fish finders were picking up the locator pings from the boxes. Eventually, the Navy admitted that there had been 3 subs in the area around the time that the plane crashed. The government seemed determined to make the public believe that the plane just exploded out of nowhere, but many people are not convinced and still believe that it was shot out of the sky. Like I said, I don't know anything about this one. I'm probably going to do some more research because I don't know anything about this one. Like I said, I was 13 years old when it happened. I would love to know what you guys think. On that note, thank you for watching. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, if you have any thoughts on or ideas of videos to do, please leave that down in the comment section down below. And you guys have a great day. Thank you.